just love deposits and stamp duty and fixed rates and everything? No, and nor do I.
I'm Jasmine Birtles, and I advise people on getting out of debt.
Well, Jasmine Birtles is one of the co-authors of this guide. Morning to you, Jasmine.
Hello.
Jasmine Birtles is here with advice on bringing your finances back to life.
We've taken personal finance expert Jasmine Birtles along to help find a way through.
Why don't you want to get married?
Because we don't want to get kissed, do we? Nah.
Stop! Don't you dare leave this page until you've tried at least one of our quick and easy money makers.
It's our #1 problem. Bankruptcies have doubled in the last 2 years, and for every pound we earn, we spend £1.10. And it starts young.
Well, it's a good question, and who knows? I mean, as Andy says, as you dilute the type of people that have a stake in the business, they're likely to want more in terms of profit, particularly if they've put money in recently. OK, so you've got the credit cards and you've got overdraft.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you now that if you carry on like this, you are stuffed.
Oh dear.
You've got good jobs. You're not stupid. You've brought up 4 fantastic kids. You know, I mean, that doesn't just happen. What you've now got to do is go, right, we're going to control our money. We're not going to have our money controlling us.
And Jasmine Birtles has some sympathy with that.
Supermarkets have a lot of products, things are changing all the time, prices are changing, sometimes on a daily basis. So I can see that they do have a lot to keep on top of. And I think if they have the will to price match and make sure that things are accurate, I think they can do it.
Most of the people I've helped get out of debt have got into trouble because they've innocently assumed that banks and credit companies were there to look after their financial interests. Duh. Lenders operate in their shareholders' interests. So be wary next time your bank suggests transferring your overdraft into a loan or taking out a bigger loan to pay off all your smaller ones.
Carl, would you like to borrow my tenner?
Yes, please.
You can borrow my tenner and pay it back at 7%.
That's better than the bank was offering.
What are the things that people find most confusing? What kept cropping up?
Well, certainly interest rates. You know, what is an APR, what's an AER, and also taxation. People are very confused by their tax codes. And of course, now we have to send our own tax in, and everyone's having difficulty working out what it is that they should be paying.
How do you pay off your Christmas debts?
Big question.
Well, first of all, I'd get the presents that you got that you didn't want, stick them on eBay, go to do a car boot sale, use that money to pay off the debts. If you put your thermostat down by just 1 degree, you can save 1/10 of your fuel bills. And for you, that's over 100 quid, so it's worth doing. The thing with the dishwasher is, if you can fill it up totally before you actually wash it, then that uses less fuel, less water, and of course, less washing powder. Same with the washing machine.
I'm here in Norfolk to meet Jackie, who's a single mum with 2 teenage children. Like many, she's struggling to make ends meet. So I'm going to have a look at her financial situation and see if I can find some ways to bring in that much needed extra cash.
So when you grow up, are you going to get married?
No,
Why not?
because I think it's boring.
The first step has to be a rebudget. You need to work out how you're going to make cutbacks and where your priorities are now. For example, you need to concentrate first on the bills that are attached to the roof over your head. So payments on your mortgage or rent and the utility bills like gas and electricity have to come first. Well, figures suggest that fewer than half of UK firms have business continuity plans in place, which suggests that many companies are leaving themselves dangerously vulnerable.
So go on! What more do you want?